What are your reactions on women playing rugby?
My reactions, I don't think women can physically play the game.
Why spoil the sport? I think we'd rather appreciate the women as they are. Wonderful, beautiful, and leave it at that.
I also don't think that women can attract enough people to watch them play the game.
Race on red. Red roses!
Morning, everyone.
Remember, the World Cup is a long tournament. If you think about the nature of a competition, right, there's not many classic finals played, right? And the reason there's not many classic finals played is because everybody's If you play a competition, you are mentally and physically hanging by the end of it. It's the toughest mental and physical side that will win the competition. We are in this together, all right? So if you think something's shit, you've got to tell us. Or you think it can be done better, you've got to tell us. We will not put one thing on the table that we don't think is going to add value. The energy levels are going to be pretty low, right? And that's when we've got to really dig in mentally. And that's when we've got to get behind each other.
We are the #1 team in the world. Every time we take the field, we want to be better.
They just can't stop winning.
We set high standards for a reason because we know we can achieve them.
On the pitch, we know we've got quality players.
Dominant results.
I think it's incredibly exciting that we're in a position where the next game we play, if we win that game, we become the most successful in terms of consecutive winning rugby union team, male or female, in the history of the game.
I think the team's on the verge of greatness. I get goosebumps when I think of that.
They've done it. It's a fourth Six Nations title in a row.
I think this is a very special team. I think what we've done in terms of winning trophies has been incredible.
We have got a fantastic side and we're creating history. I think that's hugely important for us. But if you want to be classed as one of the greatest sides that's ever played, you have to win the World Cup.
Right, morning everyone. First big rugby day. Quite important into the sessions for the climate of the game. So get the girls working hard, cheerlead, energise, but hold them accountable.
Just on that, how are we going to police the sin binnings?
Any dissent.
Because it's the questioning that drives me insane. It's one after another. What about the teams have a captain?
Yeah.
And only the captain can ask the question in the breaks.
I think that seems like a pretty decent solution.
So if anyone speaks to us during, bin.
Just in terms of the body language stuff, OK, don't get fired into them about the body language at all. If any of them got down on the floor, just leave them to it. But I'd be a little bit surprised if they did anyway, because I think we're sort of getting out about what we're sort of looking for. But ultimately, let's not kick anything off today, OK?
OK, that's it for the session.
OK, 3, 2, 1. OK, back in the room.
We're into our real World Cup preparation period at the start of July. Getting the players back to speed, fitness-wise, sharpness-wise.
Pass and move. Any two-handed touch, ball down, turnover.
Challenging the players physically and really starting to bring out the competitive nature of the squad under strength and conditioning stress.
The running, Ethan.
It's going to be 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. As soon as you finish your rep, walk back, reset, we're going again. So that transfer's going to be quick.
OK, we know what's coming. We know it's about working hard. It's going to be grand. Go!
Touch her!
the World Cup to finally be this year, it's exciting.
Go, go, go!
Go, Con, push it!
Hold it! Hold it!
We've got to work really, really hard this pre-season. We've got to go to depths that we've never been to.
Great work, lads! One more!
It will be massive if we can achieve that, not just for ourselves and as a group, but actually for women's sport in general, for young people that want to be red roses.
Guys, I know it's really hard on the last leg. We've really got to go. Yeah. Because if you stay in front, people behind are not going to make it.
It definitely feels different. Everyone's raring to go, like training's tougher, but everyone's excited to do it.
Win the battle! Win the one-on-one!
When it comes to New Zealand in October, and it's definitely not going to be an easy ride.
Go, stay tall, we're going again! Get ready, come on!
But I think we as a team thrive under pressure. We want to go to New Zealand and, we want to play the Black Ferns on their turf. And to bring that trophy home is the end goal, really.
Great work, lads!
We are the Red Roses, and we are as one. We're all in this together, so if one goes, we all go in everything. Whether that's running, whether that's rugby. We challenge ourselves in this circle to get better and better, because no one else will. So go refresh, recover, and we go another level, yeah?
Roses on red! Red roses!
This has all the makings of a superb World Cup final.
The last World Cup was my first World Cup. It was amazing to be involved in it. It's the first time I've been involved in, a tournament like that. The amount of home support, it was crazy for us.
And we had probably one of the best halves of rugby we've ever had.
For England, relentless attack, McLean on the outside, Thompson for England!
New Zealand were nowhere to be seen. It was like, oh, this is great, we've made a great start.
Half-time score in the World Cup final, England 17, New Zealand 10.
And then all of that changing in the second half.
New Zealand came out and they showed a game plan that they hadn't shown in any game they played. We just couldn't get hold of it.
It is a try! New Zealand score again!
Not everybody gets to win. Not everybody gets the opportunity to lift the trophy. It's a brutal thing when you get that far and then you come up just a fraction short of the ultimate goal.
England have fought, but they just didn't have enough, and New Zealand are World Cup champions in 2017.
I remember as soon as that whistle went, I was just, I couldn't stop crying. Just in so many tears. It probably was actually the first time that I'd experienced genuine heartbreak. I had a Polaroid that I took around for the whole tournament and took a picture a day, and when I'd hung my shirt up afterwards, I took a picture of it, and that's still in my wallet, as I still carry that around, and I'm like, I never want to feel like that again. So this is 2017. This is the silver one. I really struggled with 2017. I personally found it difficult to get over. I should say I'm probably not over it now. Because it was the first World Cup I had been captain. And I found that I took a lot of personal responsibility on as captain, that I should have been able to do something different to try and change the result. You've got two options. You stay down and you wallow in that self-pity of losing, or you find a way to get over it, become better. And just thinking, right, 4 more years. Like, that is my sole focus for my years. And so, yeah, it's coming around and it's really exciting, and I definitely want to make sure that we come out with a result that we want this time.
I'm not an early morning person, so I don't really like the early morning breakfasts. The process of getting up sometimes is quite slow. I'd say I like to lounge. Morning. Oh my God, happy birthday! I think we would probably compare training camp to being at uni. And then it's just very social, like we are so tight as a team. And my favourite thing is actually probably just being with everyone.
Woohoo! And this is Bath University. We've done thongs. We have thongs, so pants. We've got normal pants. We've got boy pants.
That's laundry.
That's laundry to do.
Sorry to put that in.
Would you trust this?
This is what keeps us young, isn't it, Alex?
Apparently so.
Yeah, it's really key to have that time together in camp, not just for the rugby aspect, but also to bring ourselves together as a squad. Off-field is really, really important. All those little bits that we do where we go and just do fun activities. When you're in the heat of it, when you're in the heat of battle, it's really important that everybody buys in together, everyone pulls in.
We're the three best friends that anybody ever had. We're the three best friends that... expecting us to join in.
So if you have those social connections off the pitch, it just makes that cohesion so much better on pitch.
Seize the day. Carpe diem.
An England women's rugby squad has been named today with full-time professional players for the first time in rugby union.
A big difference between 2017 to now is obviously we are professional. Being professional helps significantly. The intensity that you can bring to training is higher. You're not having to get up at 6 o'clock to do your gym session before you go to a full day's work. I think that's made a significant change.
Keep talking, keep checking left and right. Ensure that you've got spaces that they can't get into or are going to leave us scrambling. One of the things that I get asked an awful lot is, you know, what is it about the Red Roses that makes them number one? And the thing is, it's the preparation process for, and it doesn't matter if we are playing Fiji in the first pool game, or we get to the final and we're playing a New Zealand or a France. We will be as prepared as we can possibly be, and we will try as hard as we can. And if we get both of those things right, it'll take a good side to beat us.
Simon Middleton has led the revolution of women's rugby in England. It's difficult to overestimate how important he has been to women's rugby globally.
Here we go, let's flood through! We have worked tirelessly to ensure everybody understands we are in this together, because, you know, come 13th of November, we're either all going to be world champions or we're all not going to be world champions. There won't be any individual winners and losers. Make sure that we get through these nice and sharp, nice and focused, OK?
I've got so much respect for Simon and the passion, the dedication, the amount of time he puts into this squad.
Good running, girls, well done, outstanding!
So driven to make us the best team that we can be.
Great transition! Yellow, start with a pass!
Stay back, stay back!
Well done, Lucy!
Amber.
Yeah, Zoe! Finish! Good work!
Zoe!
Yeah. That's stretch and stretch, yeah, that's stretch and stretch. OK, 66 minutes ball in play, which is outstanding. That's what we wanted to get to. Very, very few errors, real good lines, good straight lines, people pushing through and supporting. That was one of our best sessions since we came back. Great effort, girls. Well done.
This team now is a far more mature team. We understand the game better. We understand what we want to do better. And I think coupled together with, we've got some phenomenal players as individuals. Yes, it's a team sport, but you know, you need the spark of some amazing individuals to be on their money as well. To hit a Zoe Harrison kick, get a Marley Packer turnover.
Yes. Go, go, go! Yeah, head down. Score, score!
Score it, Kay!
Marley P, 2 cameras, take 1.
Thank you. Nice ball.
Did I do all right? So I've got a job after rugby, guys.
Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest there, nice. Good finish.
Packer, poof. Marley Packer, just the most motivating person on pitch. When you need a moment of energy, like, she will give it.
Packer. She really is the heartbeat of this England side.
She's probably the best player in the world at this moment in time. She's battled against every challenge she's had, and she's come out the other side of it as this incredible player. Respected by every single member of the squad and, like, looked upon as a goddess by the young players in the side.
She's a menace on the pitch, but off the pitch, just such a great girl.
Marley can be very emotionally driven, but has the biggest heart in the world.
Yeah, I have so much respect for Marley.
I come across quite a confident player, and I feed people confidence, but actually I'm not very confident in myself. As soon as that whistle goes, it doesn't matter what's going on in the background in my life or anything else, that's the thing I love doing.
Side is Packer, who's built up an instinct. Packer over.
Putting your body on the line for one another and being quite physical is quite just a natural thing for me to do.
Hugely powerful. Plumber by trade.
Absolute rugby player by nature.
You know, I'll be the best version of myself for 80 minutes and do my best for the team. What a day. Get me home, I tell you, today. But I get to go home and see Oliver, so I'm dead chuffed. So I think for me, over like the last couple of years, what's changed is that I've had a son, Oliver, and I think he's brought different perspective in my life. Pickle, hello. Hello, Pickle. Hello. Maybe previously, when I went home from training, Pickle, I never switched off from rugby. Water. Whereas Oliver needs me to provide for him, whether that's like love, cuddles, hugs, you know, that kind of thing. He rocks my world, and when I go home, it's not that I knock off from rugby, I'm still that Marley Packer England rugby player, but he will always come first, no matter what. Come on then, Picklehead. For me, life growing up, my mum was a single parent. My dad, to be fair, he's a bit of a letdown. I've only played 90, I played 83 4 times for England. He's never watched me play for a game for England. He's watched me twice play rugby. Sorry. Flower.
Water.
Water, yeah, water. So I just need to make sure that the balance is right with the time I spend away from him. But one day, and hopefully the day we win the World Cup, it's all worth it. And in 10 years' time, hopefully I can say to him and look back, all right, I've missed you for the last couple of months, but this is why. And be able to show him a shiny medal.
La 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 la. I'm just going to speak to you really, really briefly to just give you an idea about what psychology will kind of look like in the coming weeks.
I think we spend a lot of time training our body, but we actually don't spend a lot of time training our mind.
I'm going to book everybody in for like a 30-minute slot to get an action plan in place that's individualised for you.
What are the coaches thinking? I think that can be quite kind of a negative cycle that you can fall into sometimes.
You know, obviously with World Cup selection coming up, yeah, it's a big psychological challenge going through the selection process.
But also, am I doing well enough? Is my all everything? Is my all enough to be selected, or is it not?
Sarah Burns is one of the best props in the world. Props, traditionally, they're not runners, they're not the people that score the tries, yet Sarah Byrne, she's so fast. She's one of the most dynamic players in Simon Middleton's squad.
Oh, she's called the baby rhino, you can tell.
So what's your timeline looking like for kind of coming back into full training from injury?
I won't be fully integrated until 3 weeks' time. But I'm really nervous as well because I'm obviously haven't run much for like 8 weeks. And then being thrown straight in with the girls who have been working really, really hard and like feeling a bit guilty not being able to do that, but then I don't want to let them down. Maybe I just don't want to be seen as like the weak link in a way.
Okay. So what tendencies are coming in here that you have?
That I put quite a lot of pressure on myself.
And you have a big drive, don't you, to be the best? Yeah?
Yeah.
You always have a big drive to be the best, and you want to be the best, and it's hard when you maybe feel that you can't give it. It's tough, right? I mean, it's tough coming back from injury, right? It is tough coming back from injury.
Working with Helen has helped me quite a bit because I am quite a confidence player, and I think if you are a confidence player, your emotions run like this. Because if you do something good, you're like, wow, I've had a good game. If you don't feel like you've had a good game, then your confidence can be quite low. So she's helped me with strategies around that, how to control my nerves and how to have confidence, you know, regardless of what happens on the pitch.
You've come back from injury before. What skills did you have to draw upon then?
Just like belief, probably, like belief in myself. I always tried to seek for being like perfect in a way, but actually there's no such thing as perfection. It's a made-up thing, it's not real, so there's no point trying to attain it because you'll never get there. But actually, if I have tried my best and I've given everything I can each day, and that's all I can do, I can't change what the coaches think of me, I can't change how well people going for the shirt are playing, I can't change that. If I could go to bed at night and say, yeah, I gave everything in what I had today, then that's it. That's the job done.
We talked about including me more in some of the sort of psychosocial elements of the players. So the idea today is that we're just going to talk through some of those players who are on my radar, where you're at with them and how we proceed moving forwards. Could we start off with Berna? Because obviously she's somebody that we spoke about quite a bit a couple of weeks ago, where, you know, you're kind of at with her.
Berna's knee clinically is in a really good place. It's not swelling, it's tolerating loading, she's back to like full running load, so there's no medical concerns with her, and I think she looks really good and confident on the pitch. Like doing the contact stuff that she's been in so far this week has been awesome. I don't see any hesitation, which would be something that we would be cautious of.
Yes, from the psych perspective, getting back into it has just been the best thing for her, and I think being back amongst the girls again and having the reassurance from the girls and from the coaches that actually they're not expecting her to be absolutely a 100% because she's had this time out, and that was really reassuring for her. So I think she's on a kind of keep pushing forward, and all good. Should we move on? Yeah. Abby?
She feels, to me, confident. She doesn't seem anxious about things. Like she's keen to get the removal of the pins done, the sooner the better. She just likes to see that growth and that progress. So we're just chasing the next milestones now.
Today is actually one day away from being 3 months since I had surgery.
So this is my 12-week checkup, which is hopefully about halfway through my recovery. I remember Skaz passing me the ball and then taking contact and going, I'm taking contact here.
Scarrett always gets a few metres out of it. Dow.
The next thing I literally remember is just the ref looking at me and blowing the whistle.
There has been an injury there to Abby Dow that might just take a few moments for her just to get the right treatment on the pitch.
The leg, it hurt a lot, and it just felt completely wrong. That sort of injury doesn't happen to you, it always happens to someone else. Like, it always happens to someone else. Like, you think of everything that you ever hear on the news or anything terrible, you're like, that's really unfortunate for them, but that's not a me thing. And I quickly realised that I was that person and I was like, it's me. Shit, it's me.
It was really difficult to see someone you know in such significant pain, but also having that moment when she realised that she might not make the World Cup, and the scream and upset and stuff that came with that.
If you're planning for your future, you always have a path. My path was, let's get through the Six Nations and then let's get myself prepared for this World Cup. And that path was completely taken away from me.
Abby's injury was a significant leg break. Abby had twisted her leg enough that she had broken it in multiple places. So there were breaks at the bottom and breaks at the top. Now, for that, you definitely need surgery where they put a rod through the bone to be able to secure it and almost get it more aligned.
Here comes Dow. She's going to hand off Woodman. Abby Dow still flying down the near side. Brilliant work by Dow.
Abby Dow is one of the most important players in Simon Middleton's squad. She's so fast. She has an excellent ability to find space on a pitch.
Abby's predicted recovery time for her injury and for the surgery that she had is 6 to 9 months. By the time she's had surgery, about 6 months was the beginning of the World Cup.
Simon Middleton has the decision, does he take her to New Zealand? So that's what's at stake for Abby Dow.
Where some of the screws are, they can cause irritation, especially to my hamstring. So we're just seeing if some of my screws might need to come out, basically.
Let's have a look at your leg. I do feel I can feel the inflammation. I can feel what we call the bogey swelling. So I think we need to make a decision of whether it would be worth you having a single screw out, and whether that would be something that would be beneficial for you from a rehab perspective in the final 2 months prior to the World Cup.
Yeah.
This is where you were. This is where you are today. And these are the screws that are, or the screw heads that are irritating you. Removing one is more of something that I would be okay with. I wouldn't do it now, but maybe in a month's time. Ideally, we wait for 6 months to start removing any screws. But obviously we have a different path that we're chasing.
Definitely it's undetermined whether Abby's going to make the World Cup. Time is against us. We have used as much as possible to be able to accelerate things, but we won't know until much closer to the time.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey, fun ride home. Now you can summarise the session. Okay, so today's session was sweaty. You can't be on it for 24 hours a day. You have to have this balance of switching off, it being relaxed, there being a fun element to it.
Grades or natural?
Because if you're not enjoying it, like, why are you doing it? I think we've got that balance of when to be on it, when to be off. I'm a firm believer if people are enjoying themselves.
Well done. You're going for the competition.
And enjoying the journey and the experience, you're going to get the best out of them.
The World Cup, look, it's the toughest challenge that we'll ever have as this group. So having everybody on the same page is huge.
Where have we just been, sons?
Because there's no tougher mental challenge than a World Cup on the other side of the world, months away from home.
What do you enjoy most about the game?
Carrying, tackling, being able to like affect any collision on the pitch, whether that's in attack or in defence. I think that's my favourite part.
Here comes Cabella. Strong run there.
How do you see your position in the squad? When you look at the position you play, which is fairly specific, and you look at who you're up against.
Being able to train and play with Marley, obviously I take a lot from her, but I also think we've started to have a thing where we're aware that we push each other, so I really like that because I know that I can push someone else, but then I also have someone else above me who I'm also looking up to.
There's a lot of good players in the squad, and you're up there.
That's a mark of respect, is that get somebody like Marley edgy and looking over her shoulder. Well, that sort of probably says more than what we've said to you. Don't underestimate how good you are at what you do and where that fits within what we're trying to do.
This photo is my school rugby team, and we have Bryony Cleo and Poppy Cleo in the photo. Poppy was our coach at the time, and Bryony was teaching at the school. Hannah Bottomman and Marley Packer are also in this photo. Poppy brought them down as like support and like encouragement for us. And for a lot of the girls who didn't watch rugby at all, probably had no idea who Marley and Hannah Bottomman were. Whereas I remember standing there and being like starstruck. Had a little fangirl moment. They were leaving and we said, Marley, Hannah Bottomman, please can we get a photo? And then when I took this photo, I accidentally stood on Marley's fresh white shoes. And I remember thinking, oh my God, Sadia, like, what are you doing? Like, you're making a fool of yourself in front of Marley Packer. Like, little me never ever would have thought I'd be in a position now where I'd be competing with her for an England shirt or even training with her in an England environment. Looking back, me and my team, like, we very much was a very odd bunch of girls. Like, never played rugby in our lives. Probably was on the weekend, like, watching makeup tutorials. But, like, during the week, we were in school playing rugby and with our bonnets on and, like, our headscarves, making that our hair was in place. Maybe there was a few cat fights in the middle of the game because someone's braid would get pulled. But at the end of the day, like, we all had this love for rugby. And it was just crazy to be able to play a sport which is not in our bloodline. Like, our parents had never heard of rugby. And it was a sport like you would never think you would see a bunch of girls who look like me play it. I definitely found myself at a crossroads at one point. Growing up being 15 and there being boys involved, the boys being like, oh my God, like, you play rugby, like, that's a man's sport, or you look like a man. I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to get faster, I wanted to get fitter, but I also wanted to look and fit into society's beauty standards and have, I don't know, small shoulders and thin arms and small legs. It took me about maybe 4 or 5 years to feel comfortable in my rugby body. It's only been really this year where I've been happy with my muscles and been able to look myself in the mirror and know that it's okay to look this way and it's okay to be strong, and it's more than okay, it's beautiful and it's great to be strong and to be a woman playing sport.
To be that good at her age in that position, you know, because that is proper craft. You know, certainly is a craft.
It's, yeah, good, outstanding.
Something we've identified, our collision and the craft of it, is something that we want to improve. What we're really emphasising here is the foot over, so high to low, and then back up, high and good press. It's called hitting the crease. Hit the crease. Go.
A lot of people suggest that women shouldn't play rugby. Often it's what the players themselves see on social media when they finish a match. They'll see people say, no one cares, get back in the kitchen.
I wouldn't let my daughter play rugby. That's quite a common one, actually. Well, would you let your son play it? Oh, yeah, I'd let my son play it. Or why wouldn't you let your daughter play it? For me, I don't see a difference. I don't think there should be a difference.
You should never tell anybody that they can't do something just because of, their gender or any other kind of discriminatory factor.
I think those kind of opinions are not needed, and if you haven't got anything nice to say, then don't say it at all. For me, I challenge them to come watch us play rugby. I feel like when you come and watch the Red Roses, most people get hooked.
I've had so many comments through the years, I've never watched women's rugby before. I've watched your game, It was brilliant. And it's like, yeah, we're playing the same game.
You come to all the games, and you've ran out with me for England, which is pretty cool.
That was good.
Yeah. My nieces are huge rugby fans. They love it. They both play. They come to all our games and they follow the players on social media. That is something that they can look up to and they can say, yeah, I can do that. I can do that too.
Abby Ward, she is just one of the most focused and determined players in the squad, but she is someone that causes so many turnovers and steals line-outs all the time.
Abby Ward is a leader, definitely. She brings a different aspect to the team and very committed to the job that she needs to do.
Oh, when I was your age, well, I wasn't even playing rugby, but I didn't even know that England had a team or who they were, whereas you guys now, I mean, you know half of them, which is pretty cool.
It's probably because women's rugby have got so much bigger.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're breaking down barriers. One of the coolest things as a dad, if I can go and say I'm going to go and watch rugby, my kids always ask boys or girls. They do not know. And that's pretty inspiring.
Rugby is a really good sport to watch, in my opinion.
What makes it so good?
It's a good team sport to play.
Yeah?
Because, you can't do it alone.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Because, you're not going to get past all the 15 defenders.
Well, you might. I've seen you running.
Yeah.
They can see us on social media, they can watch us at home on TV. We can show them that we now do it for a job. And if that encourages more young girls to stay in rugby, that's just brilliant.
In a few years, this could be you training.
Yeah.
Not long after that, UG, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So what's that, the Australia World Cup? Is that what you're aiming for?
I don't even know what that is.
That would be in 2029.
2029.
So in 7 years, you'd be 20.
7 years? Yeah, that's when Australian World Cup, okay.
We want to be sat in 30 years' time with a beer in the sidelines, feeling really proud of what we're watching because we have been a part of it.
Selection, I feel you do live life on the edge because you don't know. You think if you've had a bad training session, that's it, you're out, you're not in the running anymore.
Effectively, we're all competing against our friends and teammates for that spot on the plane.
Shauna's going to send the ball back, you're going to pick it off, it's just touch, you come through, you score the try, you then become the defenders.
think the players have actually worked really, really hard to get here. Think of all the selections, non-selections, they've got to this point to get an opportunity to make a real difference, really, to female sport.
Support space, support space. Okay, defenders, up the ante a bit. Make it biff.
Make sure we dig in with the wrestling again, yeah? Come on, don't let them up, guys. Don't let them up. Keep the tempo.
Constant pressure, both sides, staying square.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Hold it!
Come on, then, let's catch him up in the back. Let's get after them backs. Come on, Scans, let's go, let's go. Let's go, Zoe. Keep going, Tam.
It's very daunting and it's very scary because, you know, this is what we're working for and this is what our end goal is. If it doesn't happen, you know, it can be quite heartbreaking.
Somewhere along the line, we're going to have to take 7 players out of the squad, and it will be incredibly difficult.
Just fall on it, even if it's not our ball. It's about them. We get breathing time, we get space. Don't give away 3 easy pancakes, yeah?
6, stop the pass. Go, go, go. Nice set. 3.
Any soreness? Yeah, that's your soreness. And if we do
Just that one.
Yeah.
Can you turn it that way?
A little bit of a stress. So best case scenario, it may well be that she's set back a little bit by having up to maybe 6 weeks out. But we're going to get scanned tomorrow to check the grading of that so we know how quickly we can kind of push her back on what's safe to do and what's not appropriate to do. I think Marley's disappointed. You know, any player would be when something comes up in training, especially in the prep for a World Cup.
We push ourselves to the max, and at the end of the day, we play the sport that, you know, injuries come along with it sometimes. Unfortunately for me, it was this week.
Selection is brutal. Selection's tough.
Just have a quick chat about players, see how they've gone again this week, as we did last week, see how they've fared over the first few days of camp. But ultimately, Lewis will pick the group of forwards he wants, and Scotty will pick the group of backs he wants. I'd have final say in who comes in and who doesn't. If we've done our homework right and we've got our discussions right and we're as aligned as we think we are, I can't think of many occasions where, you know, I've said, no, I want this player in rather than that player in. Abby, Dow?
She's managing it well. I think she's enjoying being around the girls. Yeah. I think she's enjoying being around the environment because at the moment there's a bit of hope there.
Anybody's going to get on a plane from that injury, she'll get on it.
I mean, the girls compete ferociously on the pitch. And it might just be that day, the opposition, any potential environmental factors that we have to make selections based on. I think we do have two-way trust. And I think they do understand when we say to them and look them in the eye, this was a tough, tough call. I think they get it.
Abby Ward.
Yeah, going well. It probably helps that she's got some good competition in the second row.
There's nothing more dangerous than being in a comfort zone, you know what I mean? When you speak to her, she's really focused on the competition that's around her. We've got 5 now, effectively 5 out-and-out second rowers. There's probably 2 of them are not going to make it, and like they would walk into any international side and start. Yeah, it's going to be some tough decisions when we get around that one, I'll tell you. They'll be toughest decisions, a lot of them. Yeah, Marley. Well, until medics come back, which literally could be any time now with a report, we'll not know. I mean, Emily were sort of the opinion that best case scenario would be a grade 2 MCL, which would be 6 weeks, you know, which is it's a blow.
So if you just leave your crutches in the corner there. Perfect.
The back end of last season, Six Nations, she's in a good nick of form at the moment, and it's been long enough that I think that'll carry.
I can't think there's a better player in the world at the moment. Where she finished season, the semi-final and final, she carried Saris to trophy, didn't she? So, you know, that's how important she is to us. Yeah, anyway, we'll see what they come back with. The very last person we'd want to miss out is Marley.
Come on, Abby! Come on! Come on, come on, come on! Keep going, keep going! Yeah, spot 16.
Wow, I don't think we could train any worse than we're training at this moment in time.
This has not been a good session for us. It's really important we do not confuse effort with achievement, right? And we didn't achieve a right lot today, all right? And that's the truth of it.
Okay, we're here to push ourselves today. It's really important. Let's get after them. Let's really pressure them. Go forward, if nothing else. Just be really positive, really intense in your action. Then we can start the momentum.
Roses on red. Red! Roses!
Everybody has got a chance to go to the World Cup. You've got to get your best game on the field, because if you don't, you run the risk of not making the squad. The opportunity's there for them, and they've got to take it.
If you come in here, you can grab your kit. Woo! Get changed.
Is it in alphabetical order or?
That would be very sensible, Jess, but
Okay.
I like to make it a
Back it,
game
Sarah.
where you
Okay.
just got to like...
You have to
it's
get it out.
Jenga, it's Jenga, you've got to take them out without... Yeah.
Oh, you're having me on. That's it.
Yeah.
Now
Here we go. Move my foot, thank you.
This is my first ever hit box.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
How are you?
You're all right, darling.
Good.
Hi, friend.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm so exciting! No, I'm not trying it all on now, I'm just stressing about the size of.
Are you comfy to squat in them?
Yeah.
The fact when our schedule came out and they'd titled it differently, so they titled it like Road to the World Cup, everything like that is it's just different.
That's it, perfect.
We're putting on the actual World Cup kit that has the logo on it, stuff like that. So yeah, it starts to get a bit more serious.
We've been to a World Cup and we lost it. Losing that World Cup to New Zealand, that was a tough lesson. What we've been able to do is remain tight and focused, manage to keep momentum, know what we're going towards, and actually keep the girls on that journey.
The Red Roses, they're #1 in the world.
We won't be great until we win that World Cup in New Zealand.
Do I think about that? Yeah, absolutely, I think about that. I want us to be that great side. I want us to be revered as the best England side that I ever played. 100%.
I think for me, the day that I got injured and the conversation I first had with the physio, and they were worried about my ACL, PCL. As soon as you hear those two kind of ligaments in your knee injury being said, like that's a season-ending injury. So my World Cup was kind of over in my head.
So when I actually went for my scan and my scan came back and it was only an MCL grade 2, obviously I was like, right result.
Oh my God.
I'm not even pressing that hard, mate.
You really are, Emily. I'm not lying
She
to
hates
you.
the hamstrings.
Takes an hour and a half, it's like a paddy win. Emily, I don't think I can deal with this right now. This is really sore.
Yeah, obviously, with a knee injury, the medics have done a great job with her, and we need her back fit and on the pitch as soon as possible.
So tomorrow's plan is you're going to do some speed drills and you're going to run.
Ooh.
And then you're going to be in scrums.
Right, okay.
Because relatively, I think the biggest challenge for this knee is when you get into the main field sessions, reacting off other people.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to go slow on that. You're coping so well.
So we're going real aggressive. That is going to be an ongoing feature as we go through to the World Cup. We want to improve our attacking threat efficiency, just get better at taking our chances.
We've got to give ourselves a little bit more opportunity to play on that front foot with that momentum. Okay, so let's be really sharp. Let's move quickly. Let's make sure that we're really accurate what we do, as we would see in a match situation.
Start with a pass. Go, go, go.
Just go, Larry, just go! Just go!
You're always looking to see what your real strength is, what creates your strength. I think the unity of the squad is a real strength. They are great players, and they are pretty ferocious in terms of their expectation. They won't accept anything but the best.
I think we've got such a ruthless mindset. We need that mentality to get us in the best position possible to go and win in New Zealand.
So we've got to think about what are the principles of the game, okay? Forward first.
Just because we've gone from one drill to another, that doesn't mean we take our foot off the gas. Everybody's in a hole. That's 79th minute when you've got a leg drive through the contact. That's what we need in these games.
This is what I've dreamt of. You dream of your first cap, then you dream of probably playing at Twickenham, and then I think you dream of a World Cup.
My legs actually really hurt. We've got selection coming up, and then you panic a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's tough because we don't know when like selection is going to be.
We don't know when it is.
Like
That's the pressure. That's the pressure in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, I said to you earlier, I was like, well, it could be tomorrow.
Yeah. I personally don't think about how much time we've got left.
This camp, and then we go into prep for the warm-up game, and then we've got 4 days off, and then we're going. Yeah.
My heart's just raced.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was like that. Oh God, that's intense, isn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon we'll get phone calls or emails.
Like an official email. It's like when you get your GCSEs and it's like, oh, like who's got...
With the letter and you pull it out and then you're like, yeah, nice. And then you're like, yeah, what did you get?
Yeah. Or imagine they just make like a new WhatsApp group chat, World Cup squad, and you're in it.
Yeah, but imagine if you didn't know that that had happened and you weren't going,
Yeah.
and then everyone's chatting on a different chat and you were like, sorry, what's this? Like, yeah, sorry, mate, you're not selected. That would actually just be brutal. I've just put in my head that you're either getting a plane ticket or you're not.
Yeah.
Are you excited? I think you're excited, actually.
My mum's here.
Is she? Oh, that's super cute. The responsibility of becoming a role model has increased significantly, like say with the increase of social media, the increase of exposure on TV. And I think it's something that we feel like is so important to try and inspire that next generation of Red Roses.
I remember my debut quite fondly, looking around the change room and looking at the players I was going to be playing with, like Martin Curry and Johnny Wilkinson. My debut was 2005 and they'd won the World Cup in 2003, and I'm looking around going, am I good enough to be playing with these sort of guys? So, very nervous before the game, knowing there's 80-odd thousand people outside. But the size of the stadium, when you run out, it's quite a shock when you're here for the first time. Yeah, it's an incredible feeling. The dream is, in the next 2 or 3 years, hopefully the girls can experience playing here in front of a full Twickenham crowd.
Hey, how are you, little man? You want me to sign this, do you? Yeah. Come on, then.
Yes, please. So that's the aim, that's the goal. Something that they're trying to grow the game towards. Be amazing for the girls.
Here we go! All purples against all blues in my momentum game from the 15 to the 15.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Same way, fast, come on! Fast, fast, fast!
Let's punch lower!
Tackle, tackle! Set! Keep going, squeeze it, here's the ball!
It's a back! There's a back!
Yes, break! Go, break! Go, go, go!
Let's not be loose, guys. 3 instances there, we've looked after the ball.
Don't force the play. Like, what was that?
It's a bit of a circus, isn't it?
Mate, complete. Listen up, we're playing lateral before we're playing forward, right? I don't want flying balls over the top. If we're not hitting the balls with momentum, carry and create momentum, right? Because we're throwing speculators left, right and centre. Guys, what have we just talked about? What have we just talked about?
Let's go, let's get forward.
Our decision-making with the ball is rubbish. Wow, I don't think we could train any worse than we're training at this moment in time. This has not been a good session for us, yeah? It's really important we do not confuse effort with achievement, right? And we didn't achieve a right lot today. This group is not going to be together much longer. Whatever you do this weekend, do it with the thought of being the best you can be on Monday morning when you arrive, okay? Because we are on the home stretch, yeah?
Good morning. We've just woken up. Ellie had a 5-minute cold, no, 5-minute, 30-second cold shower and then hot shower. This is my organised mess. My casuals just stay in there. Bras, pants and socks. And then okay, my pals are a bit messed up. It's been quite nice just actually getting to know each other as people rather than just as rugby players. So we were talking about boyfriends last night. We were talking about, well, just lots of gossip.
Training camp is intense. You're with the same people for a prolonged period of time, but you love it. We've got such a great team. You've got to bond together off field in order to battle together on field.
I hit a new hellhole today.
The bonds that you get with your teammates
can actually make you feel like a family member. Like, it's very special.
That best not be water in there.
Yeah, ice.
Safety first.
I genuinely don't think I would be the person I was without having rugby and being in this incredible England team.
Hold down. Rosie is a workhorse on the pitch. She'll put her body on the line. She definitely is a motivator, someone that will be there for you, like, through anything.
So I guess my rugby career kind of took off because I started that touch tournament. Henry was playing with all his MGS boys.
That's right.
And I was pulled in because girls scored extra points. I think as soon as I started rugby, it just felt like a completely different social environment and something that I actually really enjoyed.
At that time, girls' rugby, women's rugby was still in its sort of infancy, wasn't it? And
yeah.
I never really thought I'd have one of my daughters. Bear in mind, my two boys played a lot of rugby, having my daughter playing rugby as well. So I was a bit sort of unsure about whether it was the right decision at the time.
A debut, Rosie Gallagher.
2019, you got that first cap in Ireland, and I remember watching and listening to the national anthem with a little tear in my eye in your first cap, and then you then had 3 tough years, really.
Yeah.
So
they were tough. I've never really I've spoken about it so much with other people, but I've never really spoken about it with the 2 people that actually went through it all with me.
Well, the meningitis episode was pretty scary.
I took one look at you and thought, there's something wrong here. So I rang 111 and they immediately said they were going to send an ambulance. And at that stage, still makes me emotional. It was really quite traumatic, actually. But they knew things weren't right. So you managed to walk down the stairs and get into the ambulance.
Yeah, they said on a scale of 1 to 10, how sorry you are. I was like, I've never felt this pain in my life. And so that was quite a pinnacle moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very surreal moment, really, wasn't it? 1 minute you're out running around as fit as a fiddle, playing sport, enjoying life, and next minute you're in hospital, not being able to walk.
They said if I came in 1 day later, I would have lost my legs. That's when it hit me that it was actually a lot more serious than what I thought it was. I think that was the hardest time for me, was knowing I'd survived, but then having to start from scratch and build my way back up.
You've learned a lot, you've grown up a lot, and again, the setbacks made you stronger and more determined. And the fact that you're now in a good place to challenge for a World Cup squad place in 2022 is testament to the work you've put in and how you've demonstrated that you're worthy of a place in the squad.
Yeah. Rosie Gallagher, outstanding, had meningitis and then in severe injury, so really all those battling qualities coming out in the pitch today.
What do you think you were like when you came into the Six Nations squad?
I think then it was more like a fuck it attitude, but now I have to back it up. I've made my mark as such, and now it's more like, how can I now get myself and my attitude more and more savage without having to really fight for it?
Yeah, good, I like it. And to be honest, that's what it's going to take. That there's some good competition in your position.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I just think that was so refreshing to listen to that, because it's like this is a player who's not deluding herself, who knows exactly where she sits and exactly what she's got to do. The key bit is, can you do it? Can you get it out of you? I've really been nervous coming into camp. I can feel, that we're in test week now. There's a psychology part you've got to switch from. We're no longer in training mode. I think as players, they want to play in every game. They're always going to be disappointed if they don't get selected. No matter how many times they're involved with England, when it comes to the selection, they become incredibly nervous about it because they care. There's a mixture of excitement anxiety, and I think once we get the selection on the table, people will settle a little bit. But it's international week, and ultimately, you know, if you can't get switched on for it, then you're in the wrong job.
It's clearly a really big week for lots and lots of reasons. Really important that everybody understands what we're going after this week. This is test match week, okay? We're going up against a group who fancy the chances. So let's make sure our preparation is the very best it can be. We've got to be on it mentally, absolutely on it. Let's set the standard in this session for the rest of the week, right? This is a big week for us, right? It proper starts today, yeah? Okay, right, let's go. Into your units.
Squeeze that lift up a bit.
It's going to be a good team, whatever we put out.
Good work, good chat.
I think there's some players in there who may be surprised that they're playing, and some players may be surprised that they're not playing. To me, it's probably as important this week how the players who don't get selected react as the players who do get selected. And if it's a shit attitude, and particularly if it's a shit attitude in the borderline, they won't go.
Yeah, good work.
When you get to New Zealand, you need players who are squad players. We're going to be watching people like a hawk.
I just kind of want to get back out there quite desperately. What I'm hoping for is that when I do get back on the pitch, I can really get back all the skill set that I have been able to use and do for the last couple of months.
During the Six Nations in the Wales game at Gloucester, Abby Dow broke her leg. Abby's injury was a significant leg break. So they put a rod through the bone to be able to get it more aligned.
The low that I hit probably in hospital was like, it was rubbish. Like, I was really, really rubbish. I had my mum wiping my bum. Like, and now I'm walking around being a human.
Right, let's roll.
Because it's such a pressure deadline almost on this injury, it's quite easy to be like, I can't not be going intent, like I can't lose a session, because if I've lost a session, then it's even tighter.
What you just said there about knowing your deadline, it's really clear and obvious like, why you get up in the morning. You look like you've just got real purpose with all your actions.
Just last thing from me, I mean, I just think your attitude's been brilliant. The energy you've had around the place, and now you're a glowing example, I think, of how you handle a really serious setback. Well done, mate.
Good work, Al.
Great attitude.
Thank you very much, everyone.
So the biggest risk we have at the moment, after you having your screws out, is just making sure that this doesn't get infected, basically.
What does this impact my chances with the World Cup and everything?
So we said from the very beginning we could try as hard as possible. This is a 6 to 9 month injury and still not make it, all right? With Abby, literally every day counts. She has to make progress as we go towards the flight date. So we really are a race against the clock.
Go on, Alex, let's go. Come on! Come on, now you're gonna fight, now you're gonna fight, now you're gonna fight. Come on, keep going, go on, Alex. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Abby! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Keep it on, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on! Yes!
We're stopping with a second to go.
I know, I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I think it would have been so regretful if we didn't try. I want to make sure that I've put both feet forward as much as I can. I'm proud that I've tried so far, and I want to continue to try for what little time we have left.
Now we fight! 5 seconds, now we fight! Come on, Abby! Come on! Come on, come on, come on! Keep going, keep going, keep going! Yeah, it's 16.
Oh, cramp! Cramp!
Yeah.
Ow! 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 Oh my god! Ow! Jesus Christ, the cramp. They're not okay. Oh my god. Chop them off. Just chop them off. Oh, fuck that shit.
Is this the sheet we've got sent through?
Yeah, you go through one.
Okay.
USA squad.
Yes. It looks like it's visually right.
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, I think so. All spelled correctly. All good to go.
Just make sure it's definitely going to you.
Yeah, please, to me. Okay, have I got it? Yeah. Hi all, congratulations to those selected for the game against USA. Nice.
Done.
All done. Phone down, run away. Whew.
Welcome, as always. It's nice to be all back together. We've got Simon and Emily on the call this morning. When you're ready, we can get underway.
Looking at the game this weekend, tell us, what is the purpose of this fixture against the USA?
I think it's a little bit of a discovery game in terms of just some final choices. We've seen an awful lot of players in training, but we just want to see them in a game situation now. So there's a few combinations we want to look at. There's some individual performances we want to look at. And off the back of this, we're probably going to make some 50-50 calls on the squad. That's probably the biggest thing.
Let's not be those pricks that just because we're selected means that we drop off here. Yeah, it happens week in, week out. It's not this week.
The selection came out at 9 o'clock and I looked at the 7 because you always look at your number first, and I wasn't there, and Sadia was starting 7.
Fucking leg drive through the contact, really good presentation, yeah? Let's play quick rugby.
We don't need to see Marley, and we don't need to see Sunter in this game.
1, 3, Corals. 1, 2, 3, Corals!
We often go behind, well, we know what you can deliver, and when it comes to the big game, you're going to be selected. But they just want to play every game, so they'll be desperately disappointed. But I think they get the bigger picture.
Edge players, make sure you keep calling about short side reloads, yeah?
It's really hard with selection. Trying to overthink what the coaches are thinking is just not good for you as a player. But I think we're so close to a World Cup, they need to see some of these players that are playing. They need to make sure that they're up to where they need to be to go onto the plane. But for me, I just need to make sure that when my opportunity comes, that I take it.
There's some real close calls at the moment, so the game at the weekend is a great opportunity for players to put their hand up and show what they can do in a match situation as opposed to a training situation.
Selection came out this week and I'm playing, but you double think it, like, is it that they need to see me more because they're unsure whether they want to take me to the World Cup, or is it that, they have confidence in me and they just want me to get some game time? All those uncertainties are still there.
Well done, Sadia. That's what we want from Sadia.
My first emotion was, yeah, right, I'm happy. Marley congratulated me after the team sheet came out. Obviously, we're both fighting for the same one shirt on the team sheet.
Let's get the intensity up here in our defence. Red zone D.
The message for the players who aren't selected will be, this is your opportunity. We're looking for players to step up.
That's our best session by a mile, is that? And we've had some decent ones, all right? And we'll have some better ones to come for sure. If you display that attitude, okay, there will not be a problem. Absolutely outstanding. Both teams going absolutely hammer and tong. Good work, girls.
Roses are red, red, roses!
It's been quite rare having a day off in camp, because obviously in pre-season we've been, going pretty hard for 4 or 5 days at a time, and then our days off are at home. But we haven't really had a day off in camp together.
No.
What, since the last competition, really?
Yeah, since Six Nations.
I think it's crazy how quickly it's coming around.
Mental.
I looked at the calendar the other day and I was like, wow, we really don't have much time before. Obviously this week's going to fly by with the USA game, and then it's literally selection, we find out, and then that's it.
Anyone that plays sport representing your country, it's just so hard to sum up what that feeling's like, that it's the honour, the pride, like when you get your shirt on shirt press, and like I'll always like make sure I turn and look at the front of it, because I'm like, this is playing for England, the Red Rose.
It's the best job in the world, and we're very lucky to do it, and to do it with your mates as well is pretty incredible.
Here comes England, led by Sarah Hunter, as she heads into her 15th Six Nations.
Sarah Hunter, like, she's the ultimate Red Rose.
Sarah Hunter.
This is Sarah Hunter.
Princess.
Hello, I've got lovely Sarah as well.
Hi, she's lovely.
347 caps for England.
The biggest honour that I've ever had is to be asked to be captain of my country.
Sarah Hunter is not only the captain, she's the driving force in the side. She's the player who steps forward.
Hunter.
You need somebody to step forward.
I always have to contribute to the team, and I think that's vitally important.
Her dedication over the years to not only be the player she is, but the leader she is phenomenal.
She's got so much experience. She's been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
She's hugely influential. She leads from the front in everything she does.
Let's see how far we can go. When we think we're done, how much more have we got to go?
She's amazing. I've learned an awful lot from her.
And she's always there for you, which I think is so important as a captain.
I respect her hugely. And she's probably the most professional player I've ever met, male or female.
Wearing the Red Rose is the absolute pinnacle. It's something which is really special because, you know, you never want to stop wearing it, but at some point you will. So it's about savouring every time that you do pull on the shirt, enjoying it, taking in those moments, because, you know, we're very lucky to do so.
Okay, and in shirt number 1, we have Hannah Bottoman on cap number 29.
The squad will, you know, make a point of congratulating that person by a means of round of applause, really. Some whooping and hollering, some songs. It has got a bit more animated than it ever used to be. But that's really nice. Like, that's kind of like the coming together and the celebrating of those 23 players that have been selected.
You get a few goosebumps when your name's called out, you get sweaty palms just before it.
Number 4 is Rosie Gallagher on cap 7.
Really special moment. Like, I don't think for anyone it probably gets any less special going up and getting your shirt. The next time I get nervous, it'll be standing on the pitch just before the whistle goes and just try and breathe through it and think, I've done all the prep, it's just about going out there now and doing it. I need to pack my bags, just making sure that I'm prepared, really. I have forgot my shirt once at Six Nations. I had to run back into the hotel, but that will be going straight in my bag tonight, ready for tomorrow. I'm excited. Match day travel, warm up, training kit. Then obviously my shirt.
You know what I love? Zoe was like this, rushing.
And then the boots. Anthem jacket. And then, yeah, that's me done. Ready to play a game of rugby.
I was so. Can I borrow? Yes, please. I mean, the brush is what I'm looking for.
Do you want me to go in section?
Lark, Fleeto, Vicky Cornborough.
She's a secret platter.
She's a secret platter.
We have platters that are like outwardly like we'll do anyone's hair. We'll have people that don't really like doing it because it doesn't really like it's not really their routine, which you can completely understand.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, So they're like secret platters. Like they have a couple of people that they'll go to. Sadia, secret platter.
Yeah. I want to brush like this bit.
But then, yeah, that's fine. This bit's fine.
Yeah.
But not this bit, because this bit's going to be out of the...
Oh, I see. Fussy client.
Yeah, it's like business in the front and then it's party in the back. This might be in Paris Fashion Week next year.
It is really important. Like for me, I have a ridiculous neck fringe, which is like, so like imagine a fringe.
It's not confession time.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like a fringe but out the back of my head. So if I don't get, so the back plait that you'll see quite a lot of us have is actually show you the neck fringe. So I don't really want to, but
you didn't have to bring it up at all.
No, I know, but I'm just explaining the importance. So it's like just this little bit of hair that just doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, I get that plaited up.
Part of it is how it looks, but there is sometimes some functionality to it.
Yeah, keeping it out of my face.
Yeah, but then inevitably, first tackle just goes pff, and you're like, oh, why did I bother?
Intensity, physicality, and urgency. So they'll think they can out-energise us. They'll think they're going to be more physical than us. The key bit is we chase everything down. It's not about playing the USA today, okay? It's about us demonstrating where we're at. Don't leave anything out there. No regrets, no what ifs. Go out there, be the best version of yourself today, yeah? Okay.
This is my first time being in such a high pressure environment. Like, there's nothing bigger than going to the World Cup.
It is one of those things that is so unstable. Like, I could be back to work in 2 weeks' time, or I could be on a plane to New Zealand. So you've got a goal, but you don't know whether you're going to reach that goal.
Simplicity. Yeah, whatever that means to you, carrying fucking hard, getting behind somebody, urgency to the breakdown, whatever that means to you, you do it. Whatever your job is, you fucking do it. Roses on red.
Outstanding. Well done, Ellie. Great work, Ellie. Mate, she's been outstanding, Ellie, this week, physically.
Nothing hits like the first game of the season. Your mouth's dry, you're breathing frantically. Oh, good God, what is happening?
Oh, that's nicely done.
Yeah, good ball, good work. That's the play.
The housemates, Scarrett and Hunt, in different rooms just then.
We just look like we're playing a gear down. We need to just gear up a bit. Go on, go on, go on. Keep going, keep going. Oh. So just tell them, forward first, yeah? Even if we kick low and keep it in field.
Guys, before you run off, just ball and play, time up. Even if it's kick long and keep on. Message delivered, Midge.
Cabella was there as well.
Cabella's defence has been unbelievable this half.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I think the nerves come from the fact that I know there's potential for me to show the coaches what I can do.
That's all. Friday's turned it over. Yes.
As much as Marley Packer is kind of glued into the England 7 shirt, Cabella pressing very hard to join that bunch on the plane.
For me, I want to showcase my physicality, like in attack and in defence. Try and get involved in the game as much as possible and see if I can get those outcomes.
Shoe stopped Jess Breach.
Oh, that's a good read. That's a good read.
And look at the body positions, look at England's shape, driving through, unstoppable scoring. And it is Gallagher who comes up with it in the end.
For me personally, it's just about making sure I do my jobs well and then trying to have that little bit of extra wow factor just to try and showcase what I can do.
You don't have a try and you have penalty against you for obstruction.
Oh, you are having a laugh.
Oh, that's going to be gutting. Your first England try, all of that hard work.
There is a lot of anxiety around a World Cup selection because of the gravity of them. Ultimately, it's a subjective decision by the coach, and that is completely out of your control. Sometimes that's really hard because a different person in that role might have picked you.
Great work, Sadia. Chop in again. No, chop in again and we'll get him. We've got him now. We've got him now if we shift it. Brilliant try, that. That was an outstanding team try. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I've been really nervous all week. I think whether it's because we haven't played for a while or so much sort of riding on the game for individuals and us collectively see where we're at. And it's a big game for us. It's 24 wins on the bounce. And, nobody should scoff at that. It's a new world record, and you want to be a team that goes down in history, you've got to make history. And they have today, so pretty pleased with that.
We had a sleep on things. We just need to nail this World Cup squad. I think you have to pick every player as if they could be playing in the World Cup final. And if it's somebody with more fringe players, you have to pick players who could be playing in the World Cup final at the drop of a hat.
It's been an evolving selection dilemma since July. But it's a big call.
Selections are always really weird and hard because you're really happy on one side of it and you're absolutely gutted for the people that haven't made it. I'm so nervous.
Jess, she's up against some unbelievable competition, so she's got to prove that she wants the shirt.
But I think Jess showing what Jess does. If you get a half break, there was no doubt she was going to finish that. For me, she's in.
Yep, okay.
Jess, are you going?
Yeah.
Sunter.
No brainer, yes.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
Captain Sunter.
Yay! What are you doing, Rosie?
Rosie Gallagher.
Yeah, been really impressed with her. Like her intent to carry hard. She looks fit. Definitely on the plane.
Fair play, Rosie, I'd say. She's been absolutely outstanding. Scaz.
She brings the physical, so for me, she'd be in.
I agree, mate. Big game player. Okay, so, Mo.
I just think in terms of the way that we play, unfortunately for her, I think that's put her slightly behind.
There's some girls that have missed out. One of them was Mo. She's my best friend, basically. And so to know how much she's hurting, yeah, it's been really emotional. As someone who's not particularly emotional, I found it quite difficult.
Abby Dow.
Her at her best is a world-class player. The graph that she's been put in, been really encouraging where she's at.
There's certain things she's got to tick off before she gets on the plane. But as things stand at the moment, she's good to go.
I mean, going to a World Cup is always going to be a dream.
So getting that selection, it does mean everything to me right now.
Marley.
She was probably on the back foot a little bit just because of the bumps she's had.
And Cabella. Cabella's performance. Yeah. She's not had competition like she's got now for a long, long time.
Oh my God!
Sadia Cabella.
To make 32 tackles in a test.
Mate, I've never seen that.
It's incredible.
I've never even seen anything close to that, what she did against USA. She plays on her own emotions, does Marley, and she's just a good leader, isn't she? Good leader of people. Excellent. Marley, she's going.
Sorry, but she's given us a headache in terms of
definitely
which way we go.
Yeah, and one of the toughest calls for sure. Sadia in.
Oh, don't cry. Oh, sweetie.
Yeah, on the road to New Zealand.
We're leaving some unbelievable players back here, but that's an unbelievable squad.
Yeah.
Another red rose blooms in front of us. You're going to the World Cup in New Zealand. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely over the moon.
Can't wait to watch. We wish you the best of luck.
We're just excited to get out there and play some rugby and hopefully bring back a medal.
It's still not quite sunk in. I think it won't sunk in properly until I'm in the airport and getting on that plane. Leaving Oliver, I knew I was always going to do in this journey. Being in New Zealand in a time zone being so different is probably going to be the tough bit because I'm going to be sleeping most of the time he's awake. But I'm going to write him an email of just like what I've been up to and just like letting him know. So actually it's not just a thing that like he can read now, but in years' time, like he'll always have that and know that like even though I was away doing my job, that I was always thinking about him.
Sport can be cruel, sport can be kind, but you can only write the script so far. I know when we go down to New Zealand, there'll be so many other teams who will want exactly the same as us. The opportunity is absolutely incredible, and for me, that's what drives me every single day to ensure that I'm doing everything I can to give us the best shot of winning that World Cup.